Hello everybody, welcome to Dakman Productions and welcome to Henning's Trains. Today we're here for National Lionel Train Day. What? You don't know what National Lionel Train Day is? Well, National Lionel Train Day was started back in 2015 by Lionel and is not only celebrated at their store in Concord, North Carolina, but is also celebrated at particular dealers. So to get the information on what dealers are participating in the National Lionel Train Day, go on the Lionel website and you can find all that information there. So Lionel started National Lionel Train Day to celebrate the Lionel trains, the legacy of Lionel trains, and for people to gather at their favorite hobby shop and pass on stories about Lionel trains. Also, on another note, Henning's has a great YouTube channel called The Train Shop Weekly. They display different things that come into the store, such as O-gauge trains, HO, structures, calendars, and books. So make sure to check out Henning's Trains and the Train Shop Weekly show on YouTube. Alright, let's take a closer look. We'll go inside and check the store out. Look at those cool Lionel dealers cars they got in the display window. Look at that standard gauge. If you like standard gauge, you're going to love this store. And for those who are wondering, yes, they had an operating layout. Looks like they're still working on it. Many people have asked, can you use certain O-gauge track outside? And yes, the answer is yes to that question. Atlas O is a great track to have outside and still run track power. This is where the magic happens with the Train Shop Weekly show at Henning's. But let's ask Bill, what is Lionel Train Day? So what is Lionel Train Day all about?
Celebration of Lionel trains. I mean, they started it on the Lionel Train Day and for their 115th anniversary. So now this is the 7th annual one. It kind of became an annual thing. It's just a good day to focus on Lionel trains. They got such obviously a rich history, and it's right before the holidays. Kind of helps kick off the busy holiday train and Christmas season.
I couldn't agree more. I enjoyed it myself. This is the layout used for the Train Shop Weekly shows to demonstrate certain locomotives or rolling stock.
All clear inbound. Out. Yes, sir. Let me know when I'm clear. Out. Dispatcher here. You're clear to pull. Over. Very good. Cleared outbound. Out.
Get a picture next to on this outside?
Dispatcher, is the main line all clear? Over. Yep, you have a clear track. Over. Thanks, dispatcher. Make our time. Out.
So now we're going to take a tour of the Henning's train shop or train store. And this is one of my favorite go-to places to see the latest and greatest locomotives that they just got in. So I'm going to go ahead and pan across this display case. And they got some cool stuff in here. Check out them tie jetters. And then we are going to go ahead and keep scrolling down. And if you see anything you're interested in, check out their website. Not everything may be on the website. So if you're seeing something, give them a call. Henning's Trains in Lansdale, Pennsylvania. We're going to keep on scrolling through. Trying to take my time. Some really neat pieces that came in from Lionel. And I believe that's a T1 or S1 locomotive that's up there. Yeah, S1. Pennsylvania S1. Don't mind me, I'm still learning my steam locomotives. There you have the MTH DD40AX. I couldn't believe how big that thing is in person. I'm like, wow, that thing is huge. 072 at a minimum for that, I'm sure, but without looking at a catalog, I mean, just guessing at it by the length. And we're going to keep panning through this area, and then we'll move on. Okay, in another part of the store, they got this cool mock-up of a Reading steam locomotive on top of their selection of books, magazines, and other literature that you may need for your model railroad needs. Check them out at Henning's. Are you looking for touch-up paint or just paint for your project? Then Henning's got you covered for your model railroad needs with a variety of different paints and colors. Next, we have Woodland Scenics for all your scenery supplies, grass mats, turf. Most of what you're going to need to even get started in modeling trains with scenery is right here at Henning's. Want to try your hands at scratch building or making your own buildings? Henning's makes it easy. They have plastic pattern sheets with brick faces and whatever you need to create your building project. It looks like it's here in multiple scales. I've seen N gauge, O gauge, even HO gauge. Hennings also has evergreen plastics for your scratch build needs. So we're going to go ahead and move on to look at some of the trains and sets that they have available in the store. And so I'm going to pan around the store and we're going to check out the different train sets and rolling stock. So you're going to want to stick with this video because maybe you might see something in here that might not be on our website or something that you've been looking for but didn't know that Hennings had it. Look at that Lionel Ale tank car. I think that's a cool piece. Star Trek, rolling stock. And then I'm going to start picking up different pieces and showing you different, like that Erie. And then just different celebration cars that celebrate different railroads. Lionel, they got some cool Lionel stuff here. We're going to keep on going down here. And they just got tons and tons and tons of Lionel stuff that I'm just showing. Angela Trotter Thomas. I'm sure you've heard that name. And she works with Lionel to do this artwork, and she does a great job. So these are Angela Trotter Thomas cars, that artwork that was put on Lionel boxcars. And check out this Caddyshack car. I find this hilarious because I watched that movie. That's a movie that I can watch over and over again. All right, so I know people are looking for presidential cars, so I'm pulling them out so you can see the different presidents' name, because I've seen YouTube channels out there that are actually looking for presidential cars. So I'm trying to go through different trains that I'm thinking that other channels or other people may be interested in, or that they're looking for. But I do remember there being a YouTuber who is into collecting presidential cars. So I'm panning at the names that are on there. And you can see the different scale size cars. There's scale, there's traditional. Traditional meaning semi-scale. Anything with the American flag on it is actually made in America. So I want to point that out as well. So the box I grabbed is all orange. And but like the one right here, this is an American-made car with the American flag on it. And so they're doing military things for those who are interested in different military themes. And I'm just picking up different random things that I think maybe people might be interested in. There's a Canadian Pacific Celebration car. I thought that was kind of cool. Southern Railroad. So, and then you got the Thomas, which I'm sure kids. And there's your Atlas O Premier. So Hennings is starting to get in Atlas O Premier cars. I believe they're becoming an Atlas O Premier dealer. And then once again, I'll start panning around at the different sets that they have available in the store. The amount of sets that were being sold today was crazy. I mean, the hobby is more popular than it ever has been. With previously, with things being shut down and stuff, has driven people into a hobby. And I just during this video shoot, I think they sold at least about 12 to 15 starter sets, and that's pretty much good news, because that means that's that many people that are getting into the hobby with the starter sets. I've seen any people from kids getting sets to full adults getting a set for Christmas, or just something to run around a Christmas tree. Here you have some Polar Express trains as well. So it was just an exciting day to see people madly rushing in and buying trains and and sets was one of the biggest sellers at Henning's for sure. So we continue the Henning's store tour, sort of like that store tour, and next we're going to go through and the track section, and here we have quite a bit of Lionel Fast Track to pick through, and I can understand why people like the Lionel Fast Track because it's quick, it's easy, it's already in the sections that you want. So, uh, yeah, Hennings has quite a bit of it here at the store. Um, One of the guys recommends that if you do put it on the carpet, to make sure you dust it in between your train runs on a daily basis. All right, so let's check out some structures. We got some Lionel structures or buildings there. You have Woodland Scenics. So they got some really cool buildings and structures in the store to pick from. One could go crazy with all the different offerings that they have, but yeah, it's a great selection. And I'm gonna pan through some of the line out plug and play stuff is in there as well. So yeah, you're gonna have to come to the store and look at everything in person to see if what you want. If not, they have a website, Henning's Trains, Lansdale, Pennsylvania. And as you can see, they had a sale, 10% additional off for Lionel Train Day. And of course, you can't have buildings without figures and cars. So you have the plug and play cars there with where the lights light up. Then you have your easy streets and super streets in the mix here. Next in the store, we have some S gauge for sale. For those who like S gauge, they do have a selection of S gauge trains available. So you may want to check out their website if you're a fan of S gauge. Check out this cool post-war inspired layout. Speaking of post-war, maybe modern day Lionel just isn't your thing and you like post-war. Well, Henning's has you covered there too because they have a different section of the store with a showcase with nothing but post-war and some pre-war in the mix here and there. But you can see what they have available at this time. I will have to say it does change on a daily basis because Hennings does sell a lot, during the day. And one of the guys at Hennings does mention that the inventory changes quite often, as a lot of the used stuff that comes in sells rather quickly, depending on what it is. But this is what I shot photo of during the National Lionel Train Day, December 4th of 2021. Doesn't necessarily is going to be there a week from now, but they got some cool used stuff in inventory. Now I'm looking through the odds and ends. McCoy cars, $30 each. They probably look good on the shelf just to have something for display. And so this is like, there's some Lionel MPC in the white boxes there, a little bit of Williams. So some neat used pieces. Things also has Lionel Lion Scale rolling stock For those who may not know, the Lion scale is based on the old Weaver molds. Lionel did buy a few select of the old Weaver molds, and they put Lionel trucks on them. They're made in the USA. During my visit at Henning's, I was surprised with a gift from a viewer by the name of Harold Fox. And the team or the crew of the Train Shop Weekly at Henning's presented me with the gift while I was there visiting the store. So I had the MTH Premier Virginia and Ohio out of the box. Once again, this was a present from a viewer by the name of Harold Fox. Thank him very much. And this was presented to me by the Train Shop Weekly crew at Henning's. This car was also weathered by Harry Henning III, who is actually one of the Train Shop Weekly crew people that host that cool video from their train shop. And so Harry does some great weathering. He's done seminars on how to do different things. So Harry's been around the hobby for quite some time. And you can actually see some of the weathering details that he has done on this car. And the one thing that makes this car such a personal touch is that they made sure, or Howard made sure, it was in a road number of the year that I was born in. So it really gives it like this gift that even more of a personal touch. And thanks again, Harold Fox, for the present. Thanks again to Harry Henning III for such a great, wonderful weathering job. And thank the crew of the Train Shop Weekly over at Henning's. Next, I couldn't leave Henning's Trains without a National Lionel Train Day car to commemorate this day. Here is the 2021 National Lionel Train Day car. They did a wonderful job on the graphics. As I mentioned earlier in the video, Lionel Train Day started in 2015, and there has been a different release every year of the car that represents the day. And usually National Lionel Train Day is normally held in the first weekend of December. And this car has a lot of meaning to me. So if you read the end of it, of creating magical memories. And that's for sure, because I still remember to this day getting my Lionel train set in 1976 for Christmas. And then on the other side of the box car, there's different graphics. So you don't get the same graphics on either side. And then you get the the Lionel National Train Day logo, which you see right there on the door. Right there. So, yes, there's been other, like I said, other box cars made since 2015. If you didn't know about National Lionel Train Day, make sure to look it up on the Lionel Train website. They normally always list it about a couple weeks before the first weekend in December. There's participating dealers who participate in this Lionel National Train Day, where they sell the same National Lionel Train Day car. So Dakman Productions had fun during National Lionel Train Day at Henning's Trains. We'll see you guys later.